How we doing, everybody? My name's Dia. I'm back, and here with a little interesting video, I'm on Black Ops 2, one of the best Call of Duty games of all time, but really what I wanted to share was my dream. Well, my dream and my plans for this channel. Yeah. Today I had a long talk with my mom, we were just talking about, future, money, and how, basically just how bad these jobs are, these jobs that we work. And raise your hand over here. Raise your hand if you're in fast food, or if you're in your early adult life, or maybe your late teenage life, and you're doing some fast food retail, just some, just some job. Oh, yeah. Because I'm one of those people. Right now I'm working at Chipotle, working at Sam's Club. I'm doing a little bit of Uber, but that's not really working. Does anybody else have this problem where you you have a job, right, and they don't schedule you? Like, it's impossible to work now? I remember hearing that people just didn't want to work, and nobody really wants to try it no more. But I don't know, I'm the type of guy, when I work, I just do my job and I go home, and that's really about it. I do my job well, but I'm not really doing nothing crazy. Yeah, and I was just having this talk with my mom, man. It just slowly transitioned to, what I wanted to do. And I was talking with her, and I was like, I brought up my channel a couple times, but, I don't really want to. I told her that, I don't really want. I remember in the past, this is what I meant. That I told her that I didn't want to show it to her because, it wasn't ready, or at least, not it wasn't ready, but it's not where I wanted to be at yet, I wanted to, show it to her whenever, I had, something to show, or, I don't know, just anything really. But we were talking, and she wanted to see it, so I showed it to her, and surprisingly she really enjoyed it. Not really enjoyed it, but really enjoyed the vision that I told her. And that vision, what is my vision for this channel? Well, let me explain it to you guys real quick. My vision for the Dia, aka the Dreaming Is All I Have channel, if you haven't put that together, it's in the description. My dream, or my goal with this channel is to... Is that dude hacking? Anyways. Yeah, he is. My dream for this channel is to inspire you guys to do what you guys wanted to do. Always wanted to do, whatever it is. And I probably touched on this last couple videos, but my main thing, my main goal is just, I want to inspire you guys. You here. Hey, you, whoever's watching this right now, pay attention real quick. You, yes, you. Stop looking around. Yes. I want you to pay attention to this because you are a special person. You have dreams, you have aspirations, just like I do. We were all kids at some point. We're probably kids right now. Some of you might be. But if you were a kid, then you relate on having a dream or having something that you always wanted to do in a way. Whether if it was sell Pokemon cards or play basketball or anything. Or just like me, create YouTube videos. Well, you can do it. I want my channel to be living proof that your dreams are possible. And not that they're possible, but they have to start somewhere. My main thing is here. I'm here playing Call of Duty right now, just goofing and gaffing around, not really doing much. Probably really bad aim at the moment, but honestly, I'm not really caring about it. My channel isn't about my gameplay. Even though, I would like you guys to go, man, you play good, man, you play good. But I know that whenever I turn on this camera, bro, I'm too worried about the yav than I am about these mechanical skills and BS, Whenever I play my homies, of course I'm tryharding. What? Back to my main point. I want to inspire you guys to maybe do something similar, or at least do something good, How many of you guys right now, or I mean, obviously you're watching this video if you see this, but how many of you guys right now have been spending the last couple of hours doing a little bit of nothing? A little bit of maybe bed riding, a little bit of gaming, or a little bit of gooning. I see you. Anyways, how many of you guys are doing a little bit of something that isn't really a whole lot of what you want to do? That's probably 99% of us. I'm not gonna lie. 99% of us are freaking doing nothing, honestly. We're not enjoying our times here. on planet Earth, you know, and we're alive for some reason. Why are we here? A lot of us don't really care about that. A lot of us just care about, it's like, material things. You know, a car, or, you know, my new phone, or my new Xbox, you know, new something, you know. But let me tell you, none of that really matters, for real. That dream car you've been saving up for, that new phone, maybe that drip you've been looking for. Sure, it's, if you want it, yeah, you want it. But why do you want it, really? Do you want it because you think it looks cool? Or you saw someone else have it and you thought, man, I should have that. I'm seeing these Labubus now. What the heck is a Labubu, bro? This thing just came out like the other day, bro. Now my mom, my sister, and everybody on planet Earth got one. Alright, I'm gonna leave this game. That dude's just hacking. Not fun at all. But you guys are just doing a whole lot of nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still in that boat too. I like wasting time. I like finding something to distract my boredom. I like not doing anything really. I like coming home from work and just chilling, you know, throwing some on my YouTube. But at the same time, I don't. Does anybody get that feeling? You know, you're just like at home, you know, you just came back from maybe a long day, or maybe you've just been in your head too much, you know, you've been thinking a little bit too loud, and suddenly you're just tired, you know, you're tired of what? What are you tired of? What am I tired of? Let's see. I think I'm tired of doing nothing. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm tired of waking up every morning at the same bed, the same time, feeling the same way. I'll wake up, I'll feel like I've been in bed for too long. You know, I sleep about like 7, 6, 8 hours. Usually I fall asleep at 11, around that time, wake up around 7, and I get my day started. But does anybody get this feeling that they're still not doing anything? You know, you might be going to work, you might be going to school, you might be going to the gym, you might be having a girlfriend. But are you too focused on one thing? Are you just working? Are you just hanging out with your girl? Are you just being at home all day? What are you just doing? Let me know. What are you just doing? Like, because what I'm just doing. What am I just doing? I'm just doing what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. I want to do what I want to do, you know? And we say, you know, oh, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to try. I don't want to care. I don't want to care about myself. I hate myself. I hate other people. I don't care what you think. I only care what I think, you know? Is that really fair? Is that fair? What if somebody said that to you? I don't care what you think. You might be like, well, yeah, that's why I'm saying that, because they don't care what I think. I only care what I think. You're too focused on this hate. You're too focused on this fight against somebody else. When really the fight is in yourself. Don't get it twisted. You're the only one who could control your emotions. You're the only one who feels how you feel at the moment, no? Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I am the only one that feels shitty that that they haven't filled their front left tire yet, even though it's probably flat, but I don't really care, because as long as I don't pay attention to it, it might not happen. Then at some point when you're driving, that tire is gonna go so flat that that rim might tear at your tire a couple times. Raise your hand if that's happened. Me. Oh, yeah, that'd be happening to me. I'd be letting these problems get ahead of me. I don't want to deal with them sometimes, you know? I feel so negative when I feel negative, you know? Whenever I'm at those moments where I'm just like, oh man, like these people at work, they're telling me how to do my job even though I know how to do my job, bro. Just because I don't do it like you do it doesn't mean I'm not doing it correctly. Is anybody else not like that? Not like people micromanaging you, being like, hey man, this is actually supposed to do it. Well, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry, Peter, that you bag chips faster than me. Okay, I've only been here for like a couple months, man. Let me get in the rhythm, man. A couple months ago, I was doing one bag of chips per second. You know, I wasn't going this fast, but I'm getting faster. I just think people forget, you know. We all move at our own pace. We're all on our own timelines, you know. You might be working a little hard, you know, getting your money up. Maybe you got a car, but your homie, you know, he's struggling. You know, he can't really find a job at the moment. Maybe he has a prior. Maybe when he was a kid, he did a little something stupid. You know, he's hanging out the bros and he did something a little stupid. Now he can't really. It's kind of hard for him to find a job. I mean, he can't get that car, but maybe he's actually really good at making opportunities. Excuse me. Maybe he's actually really good at making opportunities. So maybe he knows how to. Damn, little ear rape. But maybe he knows how to turn, you know, small opportunity into something huge. Maybe he knows how to make a little money whenever times are tough. Maybe he knows how to fix a car, even though he doesn't have one. But you don't, and you feel a little bad because you see him. You know, he's working hard. He's outside. He's trying his best, and you're inside. You know, you got your job. You got your life, but really, besides working, coming back home, like what else you got? What else do you got? You know, what else? What? Oh, I just got missiled. What do we have? Think about it real quick. You know, what in our lives do we actually have that we can claim as ours? You know, what in our lives do we say, hey, you know what? I'm glad that I'm doing that. Or you know what? Hey guys, I kind of want to bring this up, but actually a YouTuber. Or hey guys, I'm actually I'm a photographer. You know, I like taking pictures of the clouds or some nature. You know, and you know I like them, but you know maybe my picture's a little off center, but you know maybe my lighting's a little off, and you know I'm not up there. I'm not the greatest guy. You know, I try. Hey, why are you doubting yourself, man? I know it's normal to doubt. I know it's normal to fear. I know it's normal, but you're doing something right now, no? And you're doing it your way. You know, you're doing it however you think is the best way. That's the only important way to do it. You know, that is the only way to do something is your way. I understand looking for these guides. You know, we always. I'm a chronic user of this. I remember before I got my girl, I'd get recommended these videos. It was like things you should do when you get a girlfriend. And it's like, you know, treat her right, ask questions, buy her gifts. You know, always make sure you know you're aware of how she feels. You know, things like that. You know, and while some of them are true, yes, but a lot of them are just a bunch of useless fluff that are just insecurities from other people. Like a girl who, somebody with an insecurity, they might make a video and be like, hey, you know, this is what you need to do for your partner. But it's really what they really lack throughout their relationship. Maybe their partner ignored them the entire time. They're like, alright, you need to give your girl full attention. That's just setting you up for failure. Now you're gonna give this girl way too much attention. She's gonna make a complaint saying like, oh, these guys, all they do is just like love bomb. You see how it goes both ways, you know? Wow. Everyone in this game hacks. They still hack. It's kind of sad, but it's whatever. I love this game, man. No matter the hackers, no matter the quality of the game getting bad, it's really good game, you know, this game. Same thing I see, like, hot take, y'all. this immigrant situation in the U.S. Those who know, let me give you a rundown. So our president of the United States, I'm not gonna get too political real quick. Basically, he's doing a very public mass deportation. And there's been mass deportations in the history of the United States, right? Let's not get this twisted. This is a normal thing. Other presidents have done more. But let's make an agreement here that it's just very public. It's very loud and it's very direct. Social media, it's everywhere, no? If you're in the United States, you've probably seen a lot of it. I guess the initial push or the initial reason why this happened was because people were upset about cartel members, about just overly bad people just in their country, just making a mess or something, or maybe there's a huge crime rate, and people just want to get it fixed. People just thinking, let's just get rid of these bad people. Well, they're not even legal, so let's just get them out. I mean, there's no point. The thing is, our country isn't as intricate as we'd like them to be. They're not finding these sole cartel members or these sole bad people. They're just going, okay, are you illegal? You're gone. Now you might say, oh dear, what's the problem with that? They're illegal, they're not supposed to be here. Why they shouldn't be here. They're illegal. And I say it's a fair point, but it would be fair if these people weren't such a backbone to our economy, a backbone to our food supply, so many farmers, so many low wage workers who are out in the fields or in construction or plumbing, doing these dirty hand jobs are not documented workers. And it cripples your backbone. It cripples your foundations for the floor you want to stand on as a country. So with that I disagree. With that, it's just a fear that puts many good people into hiding, puts many good people in fear of their lives, and they're tax-paying people who have been in this country longer than some other people. Maybe they might not have a visa. The system is very hard to get into. It's very hard to get into the system, man. They make it very long, very tedious, and sure, that's just how it is. But man, as a great country as we're in, no, shouldn't it be a welcoming one with the best talents around the world? Isn't that what the United States is? A melting pot of the best people in the world coming together. At least that's what I thought it was. But it could still be that. Anyways, my point being, if we ostracize, if we separate, if we create these rules of what good people are, what bad people are, what stops you from being in one of those categories? What stops you from being the enemy? At one moment, sure, you might be let's say you're an Italian American in New York, good old New York, and one day it's just let's go back to the mob era. There was a lot of discrimination against Italians during the whole when Al Capone was in charge, when he was basically running the city, bro. The whole mafia thing. It's always just a new problem, new lens we look through. A new focal point, a new problem. We all decide to come together. Why can't we come together for some good stuff? Why can't we come together to put these people in the right areas, They might be undocumented. Let's give them documents so that we can, if you're worried about them causing problems, then why don't we just introduce them, bring them in, and if they're not really causing problems, what's the problem? If they're just doing their job, if they're doing good, then let them do good, man. I don't see the problem with that. These laws are just laws created by some old head. Let's be honest, bro. Some old head created these laws and decided, what, these are the laws. These are the laws. We're gonna follow it. But yeah. Oh, that just got executed. He's off. Don't let these rules stop you, man. That's basically what I'm trying to say, man. If you're in fear of what you are, of what you could be, of what is being said, you know. All that is fear. Fear meant to hold you back. We're all controlled by fear in some way. You know, let's be honest, bro. We're all scared of something. At the end of the day, the reason why we get up in the morning is because we're tired. Tired of just not doing anything, you know. We're tired of not being enough. You know, we want to show that we can be an adult, we can be a hard worker, and we can do the right thing. I don't know, man. That's just my perspective on it. At the end of the day, everyone can have their own opinions. And low-key, none of them are correct. Like, there is no right answer anywhere. There will never be a right answer. So, if you're trying to do something, you gotta walk your own path. You gotta carve it. Just like how I'm gonna carve this path for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys that you can accomplish your dreams, because I am going to accomplish mine. And I'm gonna help you guys, because you guys are part of my dream. I want to build this community, man. I want to build a community of loyal people who want to help each other. Who want to help each other succeed. Who care, you know? And if you care, if you want somebody to care for you, I'll care for you. If you want someone to say I love you, I love you. If you want somebody to yell at you, I'll yell at you, man. Because that's what we need, you know? We need that sense of community. We need our annoying little brother. Because sure, he's annoying. Come on, man. That's your brother. At the end of the day, that's your brother. Same way how at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all bleed the same. That doesn't mean nobody's better than nobody. I'm not better than nobody. At the end of the day, I know when I die, I'll be forgotten. But I hope this first domino that I'm pushing right now falls onto someone else who maybe feels the same way and wants to do good also and accomplishes their dream. But not only that, inspires others too. So it's just a chain reaction of people accomplishing their goals. So if you're here and you have a goal in mind, or maybe you don't have a goal in mind, but you have a feeling to want to change, a feeling to want to do something, a feeling to win, let me be here for you. Let me show you how the path isn't easy. The path isn't always straight. The path curves, but the path is there. It's right in front of you. All you have to do is walk down it. You gotta choose it, man. So let's go. Follow me. No, actually no, don't follow me. Stand with me, let's go. I wanna walk with you guys. Walk with you guys to our goals, to our dreams. Because I know that dreaming is all I have. So dream I will. Alright, y'all. This is D. I'm hoping you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I said that wrong like always, but who cares? I don't care. I care about y'all. So I love you guys. Make sure you guys tell someone you love them. Alright? Do some good today if you can. At least give a person $1. See, you know a homeless person that lives down the street, give them $1.50, man. Make somebody's day today. Alright, y'all? I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Peace.